We open the show with award-winning actress Adesua Etomi, who is climbing the ladder of success in Nollywood, and quickly at that. The young star, who beat top actresses to win the AMVCa Best Actress in a Drama earlier this year, is our guest on Spotlight. Do enjoy.
AMVCa's 2016 Best Actress in a Movie, Adesuwa Etomi, was introduced to the world of moving pictures on the set of the 2014 movie Knocking on Heaven's Door. But she was no stranger to acting, a passion she had been pursuing long before her theatre debut in 2004 while studying in the United Kingdom. Born in Owerri, southeastern Nigeria, to a soldier father and a civil engineer mother, her first encounter with acting was at the age of 7 when she joined the drama club at her primary school. At the age of 13, she relocated to the United Kingdom, where she eventually obtained a diploma in performing arts, musical and physical theatre at the City College in Coventry, and later on a bachelor's in drama and performance at the University of Wolverhampton, where she bagged a first-class honours degree.
I think my greatest battle was the battle of my mind, trying to convince myself that what I had spent 5 years or 6 years studying, I should go after. Because once I finished from uni and I did college and all that, studied this for 5 years, I was too scared to go into the real world and perform. Because I think it was the fear of failure. Nothing scares me more than failing, but there's nothing worse than not trying. So I think for me, it took me almost 2 years to pluck up the courage to do this. So I say the greatest battle I've had was the battle with my own mind.
Look, my husband doesn't like me talking to strangers, especially men. I said leave!
Hey, I wanted a yes or
yes.
no.
I didn't train for film at any point in my life. That was my first. Anything I know about film, I learned on the set of Knocking on Heaven's Door. And I delved into a territory that I wasn't familiar with. I'm a theatre buff. I've been doing theatre for years, and that's right up my street, but I had never done film. So it was really challenging because that was the first time, and I wasn't going to be taught things. I had to learn on the go, everything. I had to do my own research, find out. Falling, I would say, because Muna was so flawed and there were so many inner battles with her about what's right, about what's wrong, and I wasn't sure how to play her for a while. I had to take a lot of time to play her and just let go of who I am and just be vulnerable. So I'd say it has to be one of those two.
Oh my God, 7.
With a career on the fast lane and winning the AMVCa being her biggest moment in the industry, Etomi almost cannot believe her good fortunes.
I'll go from when I found out I was nominated in the first place. When I found out I was nominated, I was very excited. They called my name, like I think I was second to the last name to be called in that category. So I was just like, oh yeah, maybe it's not this year. I'll just keep working hard and we'll see how it goes. And they called my name. I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. Then I just thought to myself, of all the categories in this AMVCa, they decided to put me in the toughest category. And I was just like, you know what? I already feel honored to have been nominated in the first place, and the fact that they recognize the work and they think that it was worth a nomination. I almost felt like that was enough. And to be nominated alongside Genevieve and Inse and Fulu and Mary and Belinda, it was a really, really, really good feeling. Come the night of the award, I think I was really, really nervous up until the night itself. But then I just thought to myself, you know what, whatever's going to happen is going to happen anyway. So just have a good time, have fun, and enjoy yourself. And that's what I planned to do on the night. So I went there very bubbly and I was fine up until they got to just before my category. Then I started shaking like a leaf. But I was really, really nervous. Then they called my name and I froze. I sat on the chair and I was like, and everybody was, Adesua, get up. I was like, oh yeah, like it was so bad. And I was so glad. I'm grateful for Blossom because he literally held my hand up the stage and I was shaking. When I hugged Ramsey Noah, Ramsey was like, oh damn, she's shaking. Calm down, calm down. Then I turned to the audience and I was just like, Adesua, you literally have like maybe like 30 seconds to make an impression that matters. This is not the time to be nervous. So I just looked at the audience, I went, and I just said what I could say whatever came to my mind and all that.
Despite beating seasoned actresses to the top prize, Etomi says the best prize is living the life of her dreams.
First of all, Adesua is a free spirit. This is what I love doing. It's not a hobby. It's not a job. I feel like it's destiny for me. I cannot imagine myself doing anything else. And come 100 years from now, I'd like to still be remembered. And I keep saying that I want to dominate the world of performance. It's great to be big in Nigeria. That's good, but that's not necessarily where I want to be alone. You know, I want to dominate the world of performance, whether in India or in America or in the UK or in Somalia or in Rwanda. I want to be able to touch as many places and as many lives as I possibly can. I keep joking about this, but it's something that I really would love to do. I want to act till I die. It'd be great if they could use my funeral in the scene of a movie. I'm serious. That's how much this means to me. It's not just something, oh, let me just try acting. It's never been like that to me. So I want people to remember me as someone that broke boundaries, as someone that was fearless in going after what she wanted. And I also want people to remember me as someone that inspired people to get up and do what they love to, and whether it's writing or whether it's painting or drawing or architecture, whatever it is, inspire the fearful to not be so fearful and pretty much go for what you want. I tweeted something yesterday and I said there's nothing worse than dying knowing that you did not fight for what you wanted to do. You know, I'd rather go down trying to be an actress than not trying at all. If they say, oh, she died while trying, I'm fine with that, you know. But I don't want to remember as someone that could have done something and didn't, even though they had the talent for it.
In my bed!
I love you.
From being a victim of abuse in her first feature to playing a young bride caught in between a rock and a hard place in Falling and becoming a detective in a forthcoming series, Las Giddy Cops, Etomi has played several characters, but her eyes are set on playing more psychologically challenging roles.
For the paranoid schizophrenia, I almost want to imagine what goes on in their minds and how unstable it must be to be them. You know, they just have so much going on, and it would be nice to be able to tap into and just figure out what it is. And then with a transverse side, I want to know the battle of the mind, because they're dealing with so much. Oh, I feel as if I'm meant to be this, I feel as if I'm meant to... And you know, there's so many people that even though they won't say it today, they have inner battles, you know. Everyone's going the inner demons, and I want to know what gets you to that point where you decide, oh, I'm going to switch. What triggers the switch? What makes you think, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be as opposed to who I am right now? I'm very curious about people that fight battle. I'm very curious by flawed people because essentially every human being is flawed.
All seems on track for the young actress who recently clinched the lead role in her first international film project titled The Spirit Slowly Dies. With more work and good fortunes, Etomi is well on her way to becoming one of the faces that will dominate screens across Africa and the world.
I really don't know how to say this, but I'm so sorry about your husband. He was one of the...
Please, save me the sympathy, sir.